Good. Ahmed's going to be down for a while. He's got a pec. And then we're going to start Khalil Dorsey. He's going to start going. We'll start today, individual, group, some of that stuff. And, hopefully by the end of the week, maybe we can get him worked in a few things. I don't know if he'll play or not, but this is a step in the right direction, getting him back. It's a good question. I don't have that answer yet.
Is this one of the situations where you're continuing the evaluation, potentially using one of the two IR spots you have entering the year?
I think just with where we're at right now, we're going to kind of hang tight. Is that what you're asking? Yeah, we're just going to hang tight with where we're at. If something shows here over the next week, which probably the odds of that are pretty slim, then yeah, we would keep our eyes open. I know Brad's looking at everything, but right now we're just going to hang tight.
I was going to say with Kirby, he's missed a couple practices. Is it the same kind of knee irritation you talked about with the previous little stretch that he missed?
Yeah, it's something he's been dealing with a little bit. So he won't be out there today. We're hoping to get him back late in the week. That's the hope right now. We don't feel like it's a major problem. It's just something we're trying to manage right now, and get it calmed down.
Do you have any clarity on whether he can play again this year? Is he still in that whole?
That's TBD right now. We're taking this. Like I say, we're being very thorough with this, and he's doing well. I mean, he's doing good right now, but I don't even want to go that far. I think I just know he's down today, and we'll keep going.
Injuries have hit you a little harder in the defensive backfield and offensive line than some other position groups. You brought in guys and had to kind of throw them in midstream, guys like Marku and some of these offensive linemen that are playing in the game a couple days after they get here. Like, what is a challenge for those guys to pick up enough to be able to go out and execute, kind of the scheme or the system?
Well, it is challenging. It is a challenge, but it's the opportunity you're given. And whether it's hard, it's not. I'm going to go back to Jake Fromm. I mean, we got Jake Fromm like 3 days before the game, and he digested the whole game plan, knew it inside and out, went out and made plays, and it's like you can't ignore that. That's what I would say. So, no, it's not easy. Not everybody can do it, but the ones that all of a sudden they stick out like a sore thumb. Like, whoa, this guy just walked in the door and he knows everything, which means that you probably put the time in, right? You really worked at it to know it. You're probably pretty aware. Like there's things about you that you adapt very quickly. So those are good things to see, and we're just, like I said, we're keeping our eye open for everybody that we bring in here to see if there's something they can do.
Sticking with that position, a lot of those guys have a lot of versatility. We've seen Rock, Avante, at safety, Allen playing everywhere. Does that give you a little bit of comfort going into the season, knowing that all those guys have so much versatility built into their game?
The more versatile that we are, you could say that across the roster, but the back end, it allows you to do more things. And now you can truly take the best guys that you feel are going to help you on game day. You get them there because of special teams, or, hey, man, this guy can play safety nickel. He can play the outside corner. He can play the dime linebacker if we need him. So, between Branch and Maddox, Rock, we're trying to, get him safety. Now, he's still raw to the safety position, but he can go outside and play. He can help us on some teams, so that's good. The safety stuff, we just keep going with it. He's improving. It's just new to him, so the more he gets, the better he'll be. But we've come a long way in that regard. Amik can play inside and outside. Oh, so can Reed. So, anytime you've got a lot of guys that can do multiple jobs, it really helps you out. It allows you to bring the best to game day, and now you can, in all three phases, you can mix and match, and you're not worried about this guy can only go in to do this job, then this guy can only go in to do this job, and now pretty soon you're like, it just gets hard.
longest weeks of training camps of the entire NFL. With 1 week left now, how do you wake up and look at the calendar knowing that it's just 1 week left of training camp and then the season begins?
It's crazy. I mean, it is. It's almost here. It's, now that we're into the end of it with Houston at the end, the tail end, what seemed like it was just the beginning is now close to the end, and it has flown by. So I think as always, the trick is to keep your eyes on what's in front of you right now. I'm really fired up that we're going to get Houston to come in here. It's only for one practice, but I mean, those guys are, what D'Amico's done out there has been really impressive. And I know this defense is, they're the real deal. The way they play, the way they practice, to go about their business. They got weaponry on offense. Quarterback's a good little player. You can go across the board. My point, I can't wait. That's perfect. So that keeps me from jumping too far ahead. So we've got this little batch left. I can't wait to get Houston here because it'll be great for us. We need the work, and it'll make us better. I just know it will. So that's where we're at now. But I'm trying to keep my eyes there because I do want to look over the hill. Okay, keep going.
Anything different you try to accomplish this week in joint practices? I mean, will it be?
No. It'll be very similar. There'll be a couple of things that D'Amico and I will do different. There'll be a little. Like one thing would be more of a second long to third down period. We second long play it out. We've done it out here with our own guys. Those are good, and so now those are more stress. Just on offensively, man, picking up the chunk yardage that you need, or what can you get back to put yourself in a third and manageable, and then defensively is to be able to keep them back. You got them back now. How do you expose a team when you got them in 2nd and 10 and get off the field? So anyway, we'll do some of that, but we'll do a lot of other things. I mean, we're going to get 40 to 50 plays in, which will be good for our guys.
I know Tate had a brief trial run there. Graham has settled in. What's somebody like Kingsley got to do to cement himself in that spot? And just how do you guys view that with Tate's experience there a little bit?
Yeah, well, just keep improving. Kingsley has improved. He has improved, and we've said all along for him, it's just about the anchor for him. He's not a huge guy, but he's got to make up with it with his quickness, his smarts, his aggressiveness, his agility, which he does. It's just got to be on point every time, and so he's gotten better, and that is a focus for him. And the mental, he's pretty dang good, man. He this camp. He's been really sharp, man. He can process the information quick, make the calls. He sees it. So he's doing a good job. And then certainly we haven't gone back to Ratledge very much. We've just kind of let him deep dive at guard with Sewell and Decker on his bumpers. We just feel like that's been good, but we got to get him worked back in there some, and really that's kind of where we're at.
It's all about getting better this time of year, just on a personal level. How do you evaluate your acting abilities from last year's Applebee's commercials to the debut of them now this year?
I don't want to watch. I don't want to see it. So it was fun. I told Holly when I was done, I was like, well, that didn't feel good. So if you're asking me, I didn't feel real good when I finished this one. I felt like last year was better. But anyway, all good. Yeah, I appreciate that.
Last couple of performances. Has he earned more of an opportunity with the ones this week? And if so, what are you looking to see from him against top defenders?
He's doing a great job. He continues to improve for a young guy. He just keeps growing. And, the more that he proves that he can do some things for us, the more opportunities he's going to get to be with golf. And like I say, at some point we're going to need him, whether it's early, it's late, it's whatever that is. Because now are there things he can do for us? We're beginning to see he might be able to do some things for us on offense. We feel like he can do some things on special teams, which means he's going to the game, we feel like. So those are all good things, man. And with that group of receivers that we have, and now his ability to do some things, if it continues to go the way it is, which I can't imagine it won't, that's a good sign for us at the skill position.
going back to Ahmad, how hard is it? Going back to Ahmad,
yes.
How hard is it when you have a developmental prospect like he was to have a long-term injury early in his career? I mean,
you hate it. You hate it for those guys first because nobody feels worse than they do. He's puts in the work. He wants it. And you do. It's tough when it's a young guy because that's, you build so much of what you are, your foundation over your first 2 years. And so to lose half of camp, the good news is he got about half of camp. The bad news is he's going to miss the rest of that. So, it's tough. You wish they could be there. I know he does too, but it is what it is, And the good news with that kid is he's a grinder. He's going to do everything it takes. You already know that. He's going to do everything it takes to heal up, to rehab, to be back. He's going to stay in it mentally, learn what he can, process what he can, and that's always going to give you a chance to be better when you come back.
About the vertical passing game, how much is the offensive line, solidifying, especially over these last couple of weeks, kind of, expanded the possibilities of that in your eyes, seeing what you're able to do from a pass protection standpoint?
Yeah.
Kind of develop.
Always starts with the O-line for us. It doesn't matter how good golf is. It doesn't matter how good St. Brown, J-Mo, Vertical, Leaf, all these guys, Gibbs. If we can't protect and we can't keep them out of golf's lap, we will struggle. So it is the most important thing to your vertical pass game. It's the most important thing to your play action pass. It's everything. So it all starts with our front, and those guys have gotten better, and they're beginning to gel, and we still got more work to do. Yep.